In a calm park, a cold dog tied to a bench made people feel sad. As the story went on, people got mad but then did something to help. This led to a happy journey of saving the dog, making things better, and finding it a loving home forever. Hey everyone, welcome to Wild Wonders. Before we start today's video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're so close to hitting 1,000 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Now let's start the story. A sad encounter in the park. One chilly morning, someone walking in the park saw a sad little dog tied to a bench. The dog looked very unhappy, with big sad eyes, as if it was asking for help without making any noise. It was really sad to see. The dog looked cold and was shaking because its fur wasn't thick enough to keep it warm. The person who saw this was kind and liked animals, so they went closer to help. When the person gently touched the shaking dog, it let out a quiet sigh, showing that it felt a bit better with human contact. It was a touching moment that showed how lonely and scared abandoned pets can be. Even though the dog was afraid, it seemed to feel a little hopeful and trusting because of the person's kind gesture. The person untied the dog's leash with care, and thankfully, the dog felt a bond with them and followed willingly. They were headed to a dog shelter in a small Spanish town called Langreo, where the dog would find warmth and care. Also, the person clicked a picture of the dog when it was tied to a bench and uploaded it on social media. The news of the lonely dog spread quickly, making many people in the community feel upset. They were angry that someone left the dog alone, and they felt sad seeing the dog suffering without anyone to help. A photo of the dog's sad eyes became a powerful symbol of a bigger problem that needed to be addressed. In the shelter, the dog felt safe and cared for. The staff gave him food, love, and a cozy place to rest. Meanwhile, outside the shelter, people were very upset and wanted to make things right for the poor dog who was abandoned. Upset about a left-behind pup. Amidst all the confusion, something really sad happened that got everyone talking. It's about a dog who was left all alone, and people everywhere got really upset about it. The person responsible, Liesel, was found, and everyone got even more upset. Liesel said she left the dog because she didn't have enough money to take care of it anymore. She hoped someone would find the dog and give it a new home. But even though she explained herself, people were still really mad. They said what she did was really wrong because in a world where people care about each other, leaving your pet behind is a terrible thing to do. People said Liesel should have taken the dog to a shelter instead of leaving it outside. As the story went on, the community became even more determined to make things right for the dog and make sure it was okay. Many people wanted to adopt the dog, showing how much they cared and how determined they were to fix what happened. Days went by, and the dog started feeling better. He began to trust people again, wagging his tail and giving grateful licks to those who looked after him. Meanwhile, the community came together and talked about how important it is to take good care of pets and make sure they have proper identification to avoid sad situations like this one. A new beginning. Finally, after waiting for 10 days, the shelter said that the dog's owner didn't come to get him. It was sad, but also hopeful because it meant the dog could find a new home. Lots of people wanted to adopt him, showing how much the community cared and wanted to help the dog have a happy life. In the end, a nice family from Langreo adopted the dog. They were really happy and excited to have a new pet in their home. It was a really happy moment, showing that being kind and caring can make things better, even when times are tough. As the dog happily wagged his tail with his new family, everyone in the community felt relieved. They were glad it was a happy ending instead of a sad one. Watching the dog play in his new backyard made them think about what could have happened if people hadn't been kind and if the community hadn't helped. That's all for today. Now, it's your turn to share your thoughts about this story. What's the next story you'd like to know? Let us know in the comment section below. And be sure to subscribe so you won't miss any of these amazing videos on The Wild Wonder.